You're gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
Oh, and the hits just keep on coming.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, y'all? As you guys already know, we've been following everything revolving around Diddy. It has been a Diddy frenzy out here in these streets. Just to be completely honest, everybody is starting to unearth a lot of things that we've been seeing a while back, all the way from way back in the day to things that have happened as of recently. It's been absolutely crazy. As you know, there's been more and more people stepping forward, speaking out about certain things, basically saying like, I've been saying this, guys. I've been telling y'all about this and y'all ain't listening. It has been absolutely insane, to say the least, with the amount of information, videos, and stuff that has been resurfacing. Now we got some new content that is resurfacing, and there's more to this video. There's more in this video, okay, than just him talking about one thing. We're talking about his white parties. We're talking about the parties in general as well. But there is a video that has resurfaced that I think is very, very interesting. He's been saying a lot of stuff that's now starting to bite him right in the butt. Let's be real, okay? So we got to get into this. Let's take a look at this, okay? So, of course, he allegedly predicted his arrest over his parties a long time ago, all the way back in 1999, in this resurfaced interview that he had with, if I'm correct, Entertainment Tonight. Entertainment Tonight has come out with this video. We're going to take a look at it very, very shortly, but take a look at this, okay? So he seemed to predict his own downfall 25 years ago, talking openly about these wild parties he loved to throw, long before his recent arrest and indictment last week. In a resurfaced 1999 interview, Diddy made it clear the whole point of his parties was just to have a good time, and he was determined to keep them rolling, permits or not, despite authorities trying to shut him down or even arrest him, right? So, of course, we're going to look at this here in a second. But again, it says, Diddy told ET, Entertainment Tonight, they're going to be shutting them down. They're probably be arresting me, okay? They're probably going to be arresting me, doing all types of crazy stuff, just because we want to have a good time. He also shared his thoughts on why his parties faced so much resistance, saying people tend to get intimidated when something shakes up their usual environment, especially when it breaks down racial and generational barriers. So you got all kinds of people in these parties, I guess, allegedly bumping uglies of all kinds, okay? White, black, Puerto Rican, polka dotted or Asian, it don't matter, okay? You could be old, you could be young. Well, that's a question on how young gets in these particular parties. That remains to be seen. I'm sure they're doing their investigation in regards to that, but at the same time, everybody and anybody would be at these parties, and I'm going to show you guys something here in just a little bit. But also, I just want to point this out. Aside from Mario, Let Me Love You, who's that in the middle? Yeah, that's Diddy. We already know the guy Diddy wearing all white in that. We already know who Diddy is, but who's that in the middle? Who that be in the middle? I'm just curious, asking for a friend. Yeah, that's Ray J. So you're telling me he don't know nothing? He don't know nothing. Like I said, he grew up with Ray J grew up looking up to Diddy, idolizing this dude. You're telling me he don't know nothing? He don't know about these after parties, these freak offs? Come on, y'all. Just saying. You miss me with the nonsense. All right. Now let me share with you guys what ET Entertainment Tonight put out on X. Okay, so they said he spoke with ET Entertainment Tonight about the sort of parties he liked to throw. Now we already heard what he just said, like, oh, they're going to be arresting me for all these crazy things because we just want to have a good time, right? Last week, 25 years after this interview, we already know that he's been arrested in New York on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, STing, and transportation to engage in pros. We got to use these code words like a mug. Authorities said they found substantial evidence from at least 2008 to the present of what the rapper allegedly called FOs or freak-offs, which were events that are said to have had S workers and those moved around, being forced into these acts and these unthinkable acts that were often recorded. Like I said, there's so much information about the rooms that he had, because yes, there was more than just one room that he had where people would engage in these type of parties, and the fact that there were hidden cameras everywhere. I'm not kidding. It's pretty wild, the information that's out here, okay? Diddy remains in federal custody, which we already know. But I want to share with you guys the video itself of him talking about, like, oh, yeah, these parties are so crazy. They gonna arrest me. It's so crazy. Let's take a look at this. Crazy, guys.
Your parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
Now, listen, we already heard what he said a second ago, and I'm just playing we're just playing the sound bites that we just talked about, the quotes that were in these articles. But at the same time, I get it. He's probably just talking about, like, he's talking it up like, oh, this is so crazy. These parties are so wild. But at the same time, he's actually telling the truth too. He's also saying, like, yeah, these parties are crazy, and yeah, they should arrest me for how crazy these parties are. There's so much crazy crimes going on, so much illegal activity going on. Let's keep it real, okay? So it's funny because he's hiding in plain sight. The dude is hiding in plain sight, y'all. In plain sight. Let's continue.
Whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z. Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
It just goes on and on. It's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together.
Now, he just said, yo, we all out here. He just dropped Hellboy's name, y'all. He just dropped Hellboy's name, okay? Ron Perlman's name up in this mug. I'm sure he's like, damn, Diddy, why do you say my name in this mug, right? And Jay-Z, of course, we've already been hearing a lot about Jay-Z as of late, but real talk, he's sitting there going like, oh, no. People just don't understand because, it's all races under one roof having a great time. One nation under a groove. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is not the kind of party that, now that we're understanding, is the kind of party you want to be seen at. Just to keep it 100%. Okay, this is definitely not a party you want to be seen kicking it at or knocking boots at. Let's be real. So now we're hearing Ron Perlman up in this mug. It's a new one for me. Didn't know he'd be there. Hellboy, all up in them guts. But let's continue though, right?
Yeah.
Your parties are the hottest ticket in town. People dying to get into your party. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool. It doesn't make me feel any way special. It doesn't make me feel like a bigger person. It just makes me feel like I know how to throw a party.
So he's sitting there going, this shows that I know how to throw a party. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. I know how to throw a party. I'm one of the elite. I'm killing it up in this piece, man. Everybody, their mama want to go see me. Well, that's interesting, right? And it is true. Everybody and their mama wants to go to these parties, to the likes of, let's see, Sarah Jessica Parker. What? Yeah, Matthew Broderick. J-Lo, which we already know. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, there's a lot of names up in this mug that are wanting to be a part of these parties, okay? At least back in the day. Don't know about them nowadays, but let's keep it real. Been pretty crazy to see all the names suddenly starting to pop off. Look at these faces, okay? For example, look at all these faces. Okay? Let me blow this up a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look. Okay? You got Russell Simmons. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. God bless you. Good night. All right? You got Brett Ratner, who's also been canceled. Just so you know, you got Diddy, you got Aaliyah. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. You got Aaliyah, up in this place. You got J-Lo. You got Billy Zane in this mug, okay? Titanic Billy Zane. And Demon Knight, if you don't know that movie, okay? Which I was a big fan of when it first came out back in the day with Jada Pinkett Smith. But moving on, okay? You got Andre Harrell. You got Sarah Jessica Parker. You got Matthew Broderick in this mug, okay? You got J-Lo in a big-ass bed with Diddy, surrounded by a bunch of pillows, with it looks like a little bit of, I don't know if that's makeup smeared or wine or a cocktail, but whatever. They're in that bed, okay? Look at all this, man. Like I said, Billy Zane chilling, having his smoke and his drink. You see what I'm saying? You got a bunch of people in here. Aaliyah with her hand ever so oddly on the inner thigh of Diddy with J-Lo sitting there. You got Andre Harrell, okay, or Harrell, however you say his last name, up in this piece, okay? In that dash. That's also Dash, if I'm correct, right there. Okay, like real talk. Dame Dash, right there, if I'm correct. Okay, so you got all these people at these parties, big names. Okay, Hollywood elite. Look, hold on, there's another photo here that I want to show you. Bam. Okay, Sarah Jessica Parker with her hubby, Matthew Broderick, and I don't know if she looks zooted. She looks zooted to me, but that's just me, though. Okay? Might be just on spirits, if you get what I'm saying, okay? But you see all the people, look at that, bang! Jay-Z up in this mug, okay? Plenty of people, plenty of names in these parties. What the hell? Regis Philbin? What the hell? What? But you notice, a lot of white people, a lot of people of all kinds of races in these parties. We're going to get into this article, but what I was just trying to tell you on the main channel, I was telling y'all before, yo, this goes beyond just Black Hollywood. This goes beyond Black Hollywood. This goes mainstream Hollywood without a doubt. I'm sorry I had to hit the horn because that's the truth. This man had all types of people coming to his parties. His parties be wilding out here, okay? They be wilding. I got another video clip I want to share with y'all here in just a minute, but at the same time, you see the Regis Philbin, okay? Regis Philbin, of all people, in that mug too, okay? With a whole bunch of white people that I don't even know. Real talk, I don't know any of these people's names. With all due respect, I don't know who these people are. But look, you got Vera Wang. Apparently, they said Regis Philbin is in there. Of course, what we talked about. Okay. And then a slew, a sea of people. Again, all kinds of people from all walks of life. This is insane, yo. This is insane. So that's why I mean that Hollywood is probably shaking in their little booties right now. Shiver me timbers. Okay. Because a lot is going on right now. Okay, so let me share this with you guys. Let's take a look at this article here. Okay, Sean Diddy Combs welcomed droves of Hollywood's biggest stars to his Hampton mansion decades before feds started looking into his FO parties. Following the disgraced rapper's arrest, photos from some of his star-studded white parties have resurfaced online, showing everyone from teen heartthrobs to some of fashion's biggest names attending Diddy's parties out east. One photo from July 2000 shows Diddy and his then girlfriend, J-Lo, okay? Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got, right? Lounging on a massive white bed covered in pillows. The pair dated from 1999 to 2001. Which we already saw the photo, right? This is no bueno, guys. This is no bueno. During the same party, the pair were pictured alongside Kimora Lee Simmons, with then husband Russell Simmons, Matthew Broderick, Sarah Jessica Parker, Aaliyah, Leonardo DiCaprio, and more. The Titanic star was then, at that time, 25 years old, was photographed sitting alongside Diddy with a few of his pals as they smoked and sipped some champagne. I wonder what they were smoking, though. Okay, were they smoking that good? Because it wasn't illegal back then, but I'm sure they were smoking that good. Moving on, over the years, Diddy's guest list included Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, Howard Stern, Kelly Osbourne, Aretha Franklin, Martha Stewart, Tommy Lee, Pamela Anderson, Regis Philbin, Vera Wang, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon, and so much more. Like I said, doesn't she look a little zooted? But that's just me. She just looks a little like she on something good. She's very attentive right now, right? I got to go clean something 15 times over. But moving on. After relocating to the West Coast, Diddy continued the tradition of his Beverly Hills home, where stars such as Ashton Kutcher and Russell Brand rocked up in all white. Look at that. Okay. Oh, that's definitely not a cigarette in his hand. That's definitely some good. That's some ooh wee in his hand. I'm talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. Don't let go, Jack. Don't let go. Moving on. After relocating, we already know about that. Combs and Kutcher co-hosted a party in 2009 to raise awareness for malaria no more. Yeah, I bet they were saying malaria no more. Malaria no more. You know what I'm saying? But however, there's no indication that any of the celebrities in attendance were involved in any alleged illegal activities at these parties. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. But at the same time, you don't think everybody, the court of public opinion, ain't side-eyeing the hell out of every single celebrity right now as we speak? Let's keep it real. You're telling me none of them were a part of any of this stuff? He just threw these parties all by himself? I don't know. I mean, you know, we've been looking at this book, which is still a touch and go. You know what I mean? This is still a questionable book, but there's allegations and names dropped in that book like a mug. So the question still remains, how much of it is true? And how much of these celebrities were actually involved in this illegal activity? Like I said, Hollywood is shaking in their booties for sure. Let's keep it a buck. Okay. But I do want to share this video with you guys too. There's another video of him throwing a party. This is him talking at one of these all white parties again. So let's take a look at this video.
I don't mean y'all should be extra tight. Okay, we gonna have DJ Cassidy right now get on the ones and twos. We fed y'all, we gave y'all some drinks, now it's time to enjoy life. This is a celebration of life. This is the legendary white party. It's the real white party. Make some noise if you've been here before.
Listen, he's like, this is the legendary party. This is the real white party. Okay. And then, of course, a lot of people, you know, making noise and saying what they need to do. Like in my mind, I'm like, is this his own version of hedonism? Right? Like one of those events, you know, like Hedonism 17, right? Do they even exist anymore, those hedonism events? But anyway, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Those huge events that go on where people fly out to Jamaica and get their groove back, right? Or other tropical areas and they get their groove back, right? But in this particular situation, it's like his own version of that, right? Welcome to paradise. You can do whatever you want. Have any woman you want. Have whatever libation or substance you want. It's all at your fingertips. Enjoy, right? But don't worry. If you forget what happened, I'm filming everything. But, you know, you don't even need to know that. So just continue snorting what you're snorting. Bye-bye. Right? Pretty crazy.
Okay. And to all the kids have like an hour left.
Okay.
So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay?
You heard it. So he's sitting there going like, listen, kids, if y'all are here for the party, if there are actual kids here, y'all need to go after this. Y'all need to bounce. I'm sorry. Y'all need to kick rocks. And because what we about to do is illegal. And we don't want you seeing that. But when you get of age, you may want to party with us a little bit later. But, you know, when you hit that age. But for right now, you need to go because we're about to break some laws. Listen, guys, this is actually really crazy. obviously, the more and more information is starting to come out. More videos are starting to resurface, which, of course, I'm keeping an eye on them like crazy. But at the same time, there's a lot of people in Hollywood that have a lot of splaining to do. I'm sure a lot of them are very scared because, let's be real, even if you just attended the party in general, now you are guilty by association, which is tragic because you could literally just go to the party and not go to the after party, if you will, to these FOs and not have anything to do with this. But you are captured on photos. Regis Philbin, right? Chilling in the cut. Leonardo DiCaprio, chilling in the cut. Vera Wang being caught on camera. Any of these people. Billy Zane, Ron Perlman, as we hear from Diddy's own mouth. Any of those people now are going to be like, damn, now everybody's thinking that I'm involved in those things, and maybe they weren't part of those things. Anything is possible. But eventually, some of these people are going to be exposed, and we will find out who they are. I'm sure of it. Okay? Because there's going to be more people stepping forward and speaking out about their experience at these FOs. Trust me, they will. These victims, because there's a lot more, they will be speaking out. And I'm sure very soon, this is my prediction, and yeah, I'm not Sloan Bella, but this is my own prediction, okay? But I really do think that there's going to be another big name that's going to drop some serious knowledge. Somebody we didn't expect, we haven't heard yet so far. And they're going to drop some knowledge. They're going to drop some information, and it's going to be a bombshell interview. It's going to be a bombshell video or a statement or whatever. And it's going to blow everybody's wigs back. Wait for it, because I have a feeling it's coming. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think any of these celebrities were involved in these FOs, or do they just happen to be guilty by association right now? Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on other platforms, make sure you crush that follow button over there as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. Of course, it'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Trust me, more's coming, so we'll be talking soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.